in 3 to 4 working days. Look no further for a better, highly secure and friendly cargo service. JMG Cargo. Call us on 020 7247 8878. Open 7 days a week. JMG Cargo. If you like our service, tell others. If not, tell us.
সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক। আমাদের সাথে থাকবার জন্য অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। আপনাদেরও কথা কিন্তু আমরা শুনবো, আপনাদের বাচ্চাদের সাথে নিয়ে আজকের অনুষ্ঠানটি দেখছেন আশা করছি। এবং প্লিজ কল ইন, উই আর হিয়ার অ্যান্ড উই ওয়ান্ট টু নো হাউ ইউ ফিল অ্যাবাউট বাংলাদেশ। আজকে আমরা আমাদের এই নতুন প্রজন্মের ছেলেমেয়েরা বাংলাদেশকে নিয়ে কি ভাবে, আমাদের সেই প্রসঙ্গে আমরা কথা বলছি। একেবারে প্রাণের কাছের বিষয়, আমাদের সন্তান, আমাদের দেশ। তো আমাদের স্টুডিওতে আরো দুজন নতুন প্রজন্মের ছেলেমেয়েরা আরো দুজন এসে যুক্ত হয়েছে, তাদের সাথে পরিচিত হয়ে নিই, তারপরে আমরা আবার আমাদের আলোচনায় ফিরে যাব। পরিচয় করে দিচ্ছি ফাহমিদা ইসলাম। শি ইজ আ ফিল্ম মেকার। Brilliant. You know why? Because when I see a girl in different kind of profession, it makes me feel happy. I don't know, it's a weird thing about me. So that's brilliant. So পরিচয় করে দিচ্ছি সৈয়দ মাহাতির পাশা, A-level student, and you have like numerous A stars and A pluses, right? I'm going to be really worried talking to you because you're too knowledgeable for me. So thank you so much for coming, guys. Thank you. So tell me about Bangladesh. How you feel about Bangladesh, because I know that you haven't been to Bangladesh that much, that many times. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first time I went to Bangladesh, I was 5. I've been there 3 times, and the last time I went, I was 16. So it's completely different, the experience that I had when I was 5 to when I was 16.
Yeah.
Because when you're 16, you're Xian. You know, and you know there are talks about it talks about marriage, you know, and just
oh God,
which is funny because you know obviously my mum would obviously say like try and avoid it, don't you know, avoid it at all costs, which was great because I had that support from my mum. I know that there are like different situations, you know, that girls are put in. But definitely freedom and stuff from when you're a kid in Bangladesh is great. Yeah, you can run around like wild kids and come back so dark, you know, like cousins just don't recognise you. But yeah, as you grow older, you have different responsibilities. You have to act a different way, speak a different way, and that's what I found. It was quite difficult at the age of 16. But still, you know, love the environment, love the family, love the food, the culture and everything.
That's a brilliant perspective, which you know, coming from you, because at that age actually, we say that you know, even in Bangladesh for Bengalis, 16 to 18, this age is for you know, for fight back. You know, it's like rebel age. So you know, you are going to judge it. You are going to kind of find it difficult. But at the same time, what you see through it is it's the most you know, important thing. I'm going to come back to you on this. So Mahatir,
yes,
tell me.
Well, I absolutely love Bangladesh. The first time I went, I was 5 months.
It was, I'm not going to ask you about the memory of your 5 months.
I don't have much memories, but I've heard a lot about it. My parents have been talking about it, and they went.
I'm not going to accept that. You got 5 A star. You have to have memory of 5 months.
Yes. So I went when I was 5 months, and it was part of a campaign. A certain person from my village back in Bangladesh was murdered in Dhaka airport, I believe. And so Emily Thornberry is a Labour MP. I think it's in Islington. She was part of the campaign as well, and she went with my parents. And my father showed me a few pictures of when I was just a little baby, and that was the first time I went. But I mean, I like to think that I go regularly. Last time I went was a couple of years ago, and it's promising to see that every time I go, there's some form of development. You know, the first time you know, you've got a mobile phone, you can get credit. Second time, you've got internet on your mobile. Third time, you can get broadband. You see that sort of thing. It's promising to see. You know, it's adapting, and that's very promising to see.
Have you seen a mobile phone? Everyone has mobile phone in Bangladesh.
Yes, now it's part
starting
of
from
digital
from,
Bangladesh. Everyone's involved in the technology. Yeah.
So if I ask you, I asked everyone. If I ask you, tell me one thing you absolutely love about Bangladesh, what that would be?
I just really love apart from the weather, I really love the.
What, you don't like weather?
No, apart from the weather. That's obviously amongst the top things that I love. But I mean, it's the fact that everyone there is really friendly. I find that in Bangladesh, seems to be a sense of a community everywhere, and everybody just seems to get along. And in some cases we're related to each other, some cases we're not, but it's just the friendly sort of vibe and the atmosphere that goes around. I really love that, and that's what attracts me to go there all the time.
And what you dislike?
What I dislike, I think probably the poverty is quite depressing, to see so many people on the street, so many people begging, so many people trying to find...
of wealth.
Yes, a disparity of wealth, definitely. So many people just trying, you know, just scraping across the bare minimum, trying to just live their everyday lives. I think that's really quite demoralizing for me. But I think hopefully this will soon vanish.
Or you can make it a positive thing. Then you have so much to do. You can
you
can do so much.
Of course, yeah. If you can campaign and help these people, that's brilliant. But I certainly believe that in the future, give a few more years, this is going to decrease. And obviously the international aid Bangladesh is getting is reducing as time goes by. So I mean, we're definitely developing, and there's the sign of us becoming prosperous, hopefully.
And what do you like about Bangladesh, love about Bangladesh? One thing.
Family. Yeah. Family.
Don't they bug you?
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't see them for that long.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go like every 12 years, then it's fine.
Yeah, I think,
I have a call. Can I take it?
Yeah.
And then come back to you. Hello, Shubha Shandha.
হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
কেমন আছেন? ভালো আছেন?
জি, ভালো আছি।
আচ্ছা, আমি একটা প্রশ্ন করতাম সেইটা।
অবশ্যই বলুন।
আমি স্টুডেন্ট আছি, বুঝছেন নি?
জি।
আমি দেশে লিগ্যাল হই, বুঝছেন নি? জি। আমি এমনি ইনস্টল করা আছি NT2 করাম, বুঝছেন নি?
আমি বুঝতে পারছি, কিন্তু আমরা মানে আজকে কিন্তু কোনো রকমের মানে অ্যাডভাইস এখান থেকে দেওয়া হচ্ছে না আপনি কিভাবে মানে লিগ্যাল হওয়ার ব্যাপারে। আমি জানি না কোন অনুষ্ঠানে দেয়া হয় এই ধরনের উপদেশ। এখানে আমার তো একেবারেই মানে সেই ক্ষমতাই নাই, আমি কিছুই জানি না এই ইমিগ্রেশন ল সম্পর্কে। আমি অত্যন্ত দুঃখিত, সরি আপনাকে ডিসঅ্যাপয়েন্ট করার জন্য, সরি। পরের কলটি নিয়ে নিচ্ছি। হ্যালো, শুভ সন্ধ্যা। One thing, family.
Family. I think, but with the whole family comes the weather, and comes the food, and then comes the upset stomach, and the bottled water. Yeah. So, but yeah, I love lots of things about Bangladesh, and you always have that urge to go back. You know, hopefully one day.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah,
absolutely. You are a filmmaker. Bangladesh is like a, you know, just waiting for you to go and, you know, do your stuff.
Shoot some films.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what you don't like about Bangladesh? One.
One.
Is it too many?
Yeah.
Oh God.
But they're very minor things.
Okay.
You know, like cockroaches.
Okay.
Or mosquitoes is probably the biggest.
Yeah. Yeah.
The biggest annoyance, and spiders.
So that's okay.
It's all the bugs.
Yeah,
it's just the bugs. Just the bugs. Bangladesh would be perfect without the bugs.
That's okay then. So, as I was asking you just before, I went to Mahatir, that if you have that film camera, if you really kind of want to see Bangladesh very intensely, where you want, I mean, which field you want to work?
You know, I've never actually been to Dhaka. I've always gone back to Sylhet and stayed in the villages with my late granddad's house. Those parts are the most interesting for me because the Dhaka is like so developed and so modern. Like everything that I hear about Dhaka is just really, really modern. And I mean, yeah, I'd love to go and see it, but if I was to film anything, I'd want to film something real. And that to me is the villages.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. And to capture the lives of women there, I think.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm going to haunt you.
Yeah.
If you don't do that.
Cool.
Because I think that's brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea. And you know what? As you I mean you said that you're going to explore that, you're going to see the lives of women from
because I've seen the hardship.
Yeah.
I've seen women's hardship, like from my grandma to my uncle's wife to other women.
So do you want to see the lives of the housewives?
Yeah.
I think that's the
because it's so different in every single house.
Untold stories, because you know there's so many stories just right there. I'm quite excited about it.
I doubt that they would let me though.
You never know. There's a call, then I'm coming back to you. Hello, Shubha Sandhya.
Hello.
Hello জি বলুন, আপনি স্টুডিওতে কথা বলছেন, বলুন।
Hello, my name is Mahian and I'm 12 years old.
Hello Mahian, thank you so much for calling. Tell me, do you want to talk about Bangladesh?
Yeah, I've been to Bangladesh many times.
You have? What do you think about Bangladesh?
Beautiful country.
Oh.
You know, because when you come to London and you see all these like you see like nice buildings and the latest technology, and then when you go back to Bangladesh you can really appreciate the nature.
Oh, so true. Do you like rain?
Yeah, and I like the greenery of Bangladesh.
Yes. And what about rivers?
Oh yeah, rivers as well.
Yes. Thank you so much for calling in, and stick to us, okay? Watch us, don't go anywhere. So yeah, Mahatir, tell me, like as she was saying that she kind of, that's the area she wants to go and explore. Do you have any particular area you want to work in any sector or any field or any inspires you, or one like for me there's so many things. Does anything?
I mean, in terms of work, I want to go into the field of journalism, preferably in this country, because the sort of opportunities here are a lot bigger than they are in Bangladesh. But if I do ever make it as a journalist, even if I don't, I'd happily will go over to Bangladesh and hopefully make reports and articles about Bangladesh. And Bangladesh is rich. It's in terms of geography, it's rich with the fertile soil, the rivers running through, but it's also rich in history. And I think it's really important for parents to sort of teach their children about the rich history of Bangladesh.
So true.
And I genuinely believe that in 9 months we were able to fight for our independence, and we were able to liberate and make ourselves into an independent country. And that, in terms of, if you compare it to other countries around the world, that doesn't happen very often. It's sort of quick, and the sort of genocide that we had to put up with was very, very intense. And I think that if this was possible, if mere villagemen went out and started fighting for their country, I think that we can prosper, and it's definitely will be possible for the country to prosper. It's a matter of the politicians and the intellectuals of Bangladesh coming together.
What do you think about Bangladeshi politicians?
Well,
I was hoping someone would say one thing I hate about Bangladesh is the politicians, politics of Bangladesh. I was hoping, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take a stab at anyone particularly, but I think that the country sort of resolves.
Entire that scene, that political scene in Bangladesh.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important, obviously.
Poisonous.
Without political stability, the country just simply cannot excel. It will not be possible. I mean, we see countries today, like I'm studying history in A-level, so I'm really interested and get excited by these sort of things. But we look at countries such as Italy now, and you think Italy, wow, it's part of Europe. It's one of the big countries in Europe, sort of economically prosperous. But if we look back to their time, like the 1800s, and when they were sort of trying to unify and trying to get that step forward in sort of the global area, and they were trying to sort of excel, and they were having troubles because of corruption within the political system, and they had influence from other countries. And I think there's so many other countries that are similar to Bangladesh in a way that they cannot excel without political stability. And I think the politicians really need to up their game. If necessary, I think there should be reform in government, because
you still think if necessary? It is absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I mean, if we look here, the political parties here and the government was sort of developing over time here. We had the Tories and the Whigs before they become the Labour Party and the Conservative Party, and then people see politics in a completely different way, not as a means to squeeze money from the nation and the people and put it in their own back pocket. I think that's essential for Bangladesh and the politicians to reform, if possible, and start on a blank sheet of paper and a fresh page.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think I wouldn't say that one thing. I think it's a major thing that is holding Bangladesh back is the political situation.
Yeah.
And absolutely. So I think that the more we talk about this, the more we share our anger and frustration.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this. This is absolutely not on.
And another point, if I could add, please. It's very important to preserve the rich history and the rich culture we have in Bangladesh. I strongly disagree with the idea of mingling history with the sort of political situation and tampering with the history in order to make it in a way that it suits individuals. We simply cannot do that. You have to leave the history untouched, leave it how it is, and don't use the history as a form of squeezing more money out of the people. That's what I think is
Bless you for saying that. You haven't seen anything. When I was growing up, I was like, every 5 years, government change and history book change. They used to change every 5 years, and like you are reading, you are memorizing something, and after 5 years you have to memorize something completely different. That's how it was so frustrating, so frustrating. You're absolutely right. We don't have much time at all. So they said that we have 3 minutes. So tell me about 2 minutes, okay. So 1 minute, 1 minute. Tell me that you were talking about women. Why women of Bangladesh interest you?
Well, because I mean, like I just heard like two of the guys like say freedom. I mean, through my eyes and how I lived it and how I still live it, the freedom for women isn't exactly freedom. I couldn't run out.
There.
Yeah, there. I couldn't run out and enjoy myself with my other cousins because.
Just because you're a girl.
Yeah, because I'm a girl.
Which is absolutely true.
Yeah, which is it's difficult. You have to just live by the rules.
That's what I was meaning, that you love something, and it doesn't mean that you cannot criticize it. If you want to make it better, you have to recognize the problems. So, 1 minute.
Yeah, I strongly believe that the history is very important. It should be preserved. The politicians need to fix up their acts. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, in terms of sort of, if you look at what Bangladesh can achieve in the future, I think it's got a lot of potential. And we all we're all intellectually capable in Bangladesh, I believe, and the people that move away from Bangladesh to different countries in seeking a better life, and they sort of develop and become doctors and lawyers. I think the Bangladeshi government should, make an incentive for these people to come back to Bangladesh, learn a bit more about the culture, learn a bit more about the environment, and in that way they're not sort of losing out on the sort of intellectual capacity and potential that they produced by giving it away to another country.
How old are you again?
I'm 16.
Oh my God!
And I believe that I sometimes wonder, people in Bangladesh, they go crazy to move to different countries in order to seek a better life. Why do people from other countries not feel the same way about Bangladesh? Yeah. I want them one day to be able to believe, oh, I want to go and live a better life in Bangladesh. I want to move to Bangladesh in order to achieve something
more
better.
of a retirement place, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. And I hope that I'm going to have you back in the studio again. Okay?
Thank you.
So thank you so much, and we are we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are all proud of our old children, as you know, all parents do. But সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আমাদের আজকের অনুষ্ঠান কেমন লাগলো আশা করি আমাকে জানাবেন, এবং আপনাদের বাচ্চাদের সাথে বাংলাদেশ নিয়ে কথা বলুন, বাংলাদেশের হিস্ট্রি নিয়ে কথা বলুন, এবং ওদেরকে নিয়ে যান যদি সম্ভব হয়। আর না হলে নিজেদের গল্প করুন, ছোটবেলার গল্প করুন, দেশে নিয়ে যান, অন্তত মানসিকভাবে হলেও। আগামী সপ্তাহে আবারও দেখা হচ্ছে একই সময়ে, সেই পর্যন্ত ভালো থাকুন, একে অপরকে দেখে রাখুন। শুভ সন্ধ্যা।